Assalamualaikum and welcome to our lecturer Dr. Rizky Perdanisawa and my fellow friends. Today, my group will present about the instrument that we usually use, which is V.A.R.K Model. I am the first presenter and then we'll go on with my next members. My name is Suraya Jasmine binti Abdul Halim 1171002. Right, as you can see in the slide, what is V.A.R.K? This eventually initially developed in 1987 by Neil Filmi. Filmi is the best known worldwide for the model of V.A.R.K. The acronym V.A.R.K stands for Visual, Aural, Rate and Kinesthetic Sensory Modality that are used for learning information, which are suggested for modalities that seem to reflect the experience of students and the teachers. Next slide. Is there statistical data on V.A.R.K's reliability and validity? Well, the researcher noted that validity and reliability of V.A.R.K questionnaire has not yet been fully verified. V.A.R.K replicates how real decisions are made using many preferences. So, the multiple answers for each question make statistical analysis very difficult. There are no wrong or right answer. Well, for the other studies, which is the Dr. Leith, the reliability estimate for the scores of the V.A.R.K subscales were 0.85, 0.84, and 0.77 for the visual, aura, read, and kinesthetic subscales respectively. Next, another study by Leith, Da Vinci, and Chi 2009 conclude that researchers using the V.A.R.K should proceed with caution because the use and proposed interpretation of V.A.R.K scores have not yet received a comprehensive validation. However, this eventually can encourage teachers or other learners to be aware of students' differences before making decisions about what teaching strategies should be used to teach them, which means this eventually does not have the real measurement of validity and reliability, but it can help us to know our learning styles, which is know our strategy to study and our strategy to learn. That's all for me, and I will pass to Hikmah. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Hikmah binti Ngesan 1170997. Okay, next I will continue the presentation, which is I will explain about the instrument administration. First of all, this V.A.R.K instrument can be answered online at V.A.R.K website itself or a paper copies of questionnaire by using a pencil. V.A.R.K can be answered by students or learner. It can also be used with a business group, class, team, or with one-to-one training and counselor. This can help them to design their study strategies in preparing their notes, assignment, examination, and so on. This is because the result of the V.A.R.K questionnaire will show their learning preference. For instance, if a teacher or lecturer answer this V.A.R.K questionnaire, their result will indicate on how they learn, not on how they teach. This instrument uses multiple choice questions and contain 16 questions in total. Why 16 questions? This is because the result of the respondent are more valid when respondents are willingly to participate in the short survey session rather than long survey session. Each question consists 4 choice answers, which is A, B, C, and D that indicate to V.A.R.K itself. For instance, A answer for visual, B answer for auditory, C answer for reading, and D answer for kinesthetic. There are 4 constructs in this instrument, which is visual, auditory, reading, and kinesthetic, and each construct consists 4 questions. Next, respondent can answer more than one more than one answer if a single answer does not match with their perception. For instance, as you can see in the slide, this is the example of V.A.R.K questions. Number 1, which is, you are helping someone who want to go to your airport, town center, and railway station. You want to answer A, which is go with her, but it doesn't match enough with your perception. Then you can circle 2 answer, which is go with her and tell her the direction. Last but not least, in the instrument administration, the time given to answer these V.A.R.K questions is 30 minutes. Next, I will pass to the Nabila Laila to continue the presentation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabila Laila Ramadhani 117002. I'm the last presented from this group. I would like to explain you about the interpretation of the instrument. According Fleming and Mills, there is 4 modalities of the V.A.R.K. There are visual, oral, read, and kinesthetic. The first one is visual. Visual is a learning style that tends to describe information by seeing videos, graphs, picture, diagram and chart, maps, and PowerPoint. They like to underline and highlight anything that shows symbols. The second is oral. Oral is a learning style that focus on the information that is heard or spoken. They like to attending the lecture class. They like listening, speaking, storytelling, discussion, and verbal. And they be able to remembering well the teacher's explanation in the class or the discussion of the group. The third is read. Read is the learning style lead in the information displayed, such as writing instruction, report, essay. They like quotes and words. They usually rewrite ideas or information in different sentences. Or maybe they like read the notes in many times. The fourth is kinesthetic. Kinesthetic is a learning style, hands-on the experience, touching, practicing, role-playing, trial and error, and field trips. For example, they like doing experiment in laboratory. Okay, the next one is multimodal. Multimodal, it means the respondent have more than one learning style. And there are bimodal combination, trimodal combination, and fourth combination. Okay, the next slide is scoring of V.A.R.K learning style. According Fleming and Mills, there is a step of processing of scoring. The first one is the calculate the number of respondents. The second is the answer that have been selected will be accumulated with number of the answer with the V.A.R.K code. And the third one is you arrange the V.A.R.K score from the highest to the lowest. And learning style are divided into 2, namely unimodal and multimodal. If the respondent choose more answer with more code V or visual, it means visual learning style, and it called unimodal. And if there is there is the same score number between V.A.R.K code and the respondent have more than one learning style, it called multimodal. So the last slide. This is the example of the scoring chart. If you can see this one, you just circle the selected answer and you add up the answer based on the code. The code with the highest score is a learning style that tends to suit with you. This is the example of my score. So visual is the highest one. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In conclusion, these V.A.R.K inventory are popular in psychology and education, which is to know, identity, how people learn fast.
Secondly, V.A.R.K is a useful inventory to help us know which learning style that suit us so that we can design study strategy better in the future.
The third one is learning style can affect an individual learning achievement and maybe can cause failure, stress, and possibly frustration. But if we know our learning style through V.A.R.K instrument, we can more effectively utilize our learning abilities to be maximal that indicate the result to be more optimal. So we can manage our learning in any condition, anytime, and anywhere.